Welcome everybody to look at a new Radiance films release, and it is 1965's Tattooed Life. So this is directed by Seijin Suzuki, who also did Tokyo Drifter and the really rather fantastically titled Detective Bureau 23 Go to Hell Bastards, which basically sounds like a Italian film. And yeah, this is a Yakuza action film clocking in at 87 minutes long. Unfortunately, I've not seen anything from the main lead cast before. Seen the supporting cast in some minor roles before as well, but yeah, again, nothing major to really report on. So, after his own gang sets him up to kill a rival mobster, a hitman is forced to flee with his younger brother. So, although plot-wise this isn't doing a whole lot original, it is nonetheless being done in a highly competent manner when it comes to telling its story, which is aided by the great cast and a really rather solid pacing. It is also well shot, has a fantastic final action scene, which is aided by the cinematography and the production. The character interactions are engaging, the plot itself is generally engrossing, the score is well done, and the production is convincing as well. Period production at that. So yeah, overall a fairly solid effort. It's the final action scene though in the final act that is really well done though, and certainly elevated my score of that by a little bit. But the rest of the film is still more than worth the watch. Especially because it just looks so good and the character interactions are engaging. So yeah, I give it 4 out of 5. It would have been a 3.5 had the final action scene not been as memorable and as well done as it is. But yeah, it is as good as that. So that's why ultimately gets 4 out of 5. So there's the disc. So we get reversible artwork with this as well, which I believe is the original. We also get a booklet. And inside you get your cast and your crew. We also get Cutting It Close from 2024 by Tom Vick, a review of Tattooed Life from 1965 by Tetsuya Fukusawa, and then transfer notes and credits. So yeah, the review itself, where was that published? Let's have a look. So that was originally published in the Kinemo Jumpo number 1220 in November 1965. And in terms of the transfer notes, it was transferred in high definition by Nikatsu Corporation and supplied to Radiance Films as a high definition digital file. So nothing radical done in terms of the restoration of the film or anything like that. But because these films from Japan are so well looked after in the first place, they still look excellent even now. So yeah, there's no real issues with the sound or the picture quality at all. And then in terms of on the disc itself, we get the uncompressed mono PCM audio commentary by William Carroll, author of Seijin Suzuki and Post-War Cinema from 2024. Newly edited archival interview with director Seijin Suzuki from 2006, clocking in at 10 minutes long. Newly edited archival interview with art director Takeo Kimura from 2006, clocking in at 12 minutes long. And then we have a trailer. And finally, newly improved English subtitle translation as well. So yeah, perfectly solid film. Not my favourite of the three that Radiance films have recently released, although it was originally supposed to be four, but the fourth one got delayed. But we will eventually get around to that when it's released. But yeah, it's not my favourite of the three. I say Man on His Knees is my favourite of the three, but Takajiro Long Yakuza was also pretty damn good as well. But this ranks right alongside them, to be honest. It's not a massively worse film than either of those. And yeah, in terms of the director's previous efforts as well, it's as good as Tokyo Drifter and slightly better than that Detective Bureau film. So, yeah, on the whole, a fairly good film and one that is well worth the watch. It's also a world Blu-ray premiere, so yeah, get out there and see it if you haven't already. It's certainly far more, accessible to view now than it was before Radiance Films gave it this release. But if you have seen this film already, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.